Welcome to day 2 of the second instalment of this 5-day video course on how to boost your metabolism. Yesterday we spoke about your resting metabolic rate and how building lean muscle tissue will affect your metabolism. We also spoke about what metabolism is and how you have control over the things that influence it the most. Today's lesson leads off of yesterday, and I'm going to share with you another great way to boost and elevate your metabolism. This video is all about raising your EPOC. I can hear what you're thinking, what on earth is your EPOC, right? Well, don't worry, that's what I'm here for. EPOC simply stands for excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption. Now I know that might sound a bit confusing, but bear with me. So what does excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption really mean? Well, your EPOC is simply the speed at which you can raise your metabolism after exercise. I'm sure it is nothing new to you to hear or to be reminded that exercise has a huge impact on your metabolism. However, if you exercise using traditional and conventional methods, then chances are you are burning extra calories and energy while you perform your chosen exercise, but not a great deal after, and not a great deal extra other than the actual time you spend exercising. Now that's extremely limiting, because if we assume your average exercise session lasts between 30 minutes and an hour, well, that's not very long when you consider that there are 24 hours in a day. That is why the lesson from video 1 about building lean muscle tissue is so effective, because it works to elevate your metabolism 24 hours a day, and not just for a short period of time while you exercise. But today we are talking about cardiovascular exercise and how using conventional methods are great in comparison to doing no exercise at all, but it's quite limiting in the form of producing maximum results. There are other methods that are simple to apply and yet extremely productive. Let me give you an example of how the average person might use traditional forms of cardiovascular exercise to boost their metabolism and burn extra calories and fat. As a beginner, you might start jogging, let's say. And let's say you start to work your way up to jogging non-stop for about 20 minutes every other day. Now for a beginner, that's great. It will certainly burn more calories and it will boost your metabolism for the short term. In the beginning, running for 20 minutes might be hard work, and you might find you're out of breath and sweating a great deal. The trouble is the body is one pretty amazing machine and is extremely adaptive. It will always try to do things as efficiently as possible. So before long, your body will adapt and you will become aerobically fitter and stronger. And what used to be hard work is no longer as much effort to perform. Your body can now accomplish the same task with far less demand or frequent use of energy. And therefore, this 20-minute run no longer burns those extra calories and no longer boosts your metabolism. Your body has adapted and you're now stuck in a rut. This is where many people will start to run further and run for longer. But again, the pattern just repeats itself. And while this can be effective for the short term, it is both time consuming and definitely not the quickest, fastest and most effective way to burn body fat and boost your metabolism. The absolute best method for boosting metabolism and burning the most amount of fat in the shortest period of time using cardiovascular exercise is by using interval training. By using interval training, you give your body an additional and often unexpected jolt. This jolt will tell your body, hey, we need more energy and we need it fast. And it will most likely start to catabolically break down fat cells in order to give you the additional energy you require for the short burst. Interval training is a simple yet effective training strategy where you simply add in a short burst of high intensity exercise into your cardiovascular routine and then follow it with an immediate period of lower intensity recovery time, and then you repeat. By a short burst, we are talking about 30 seconds, 45 seconds or a minute. Ideally not any longer than a minute, as you will not be able to maintain a high enough intensity for longer than a minute to make the intervals as productive as possible. Now, this is where your EPOC comes in, and this is the real key to this method. This is why it's so effective at boosting your metabolism and burning the most amount of fat and the most amount of calories. Let's say you performed 10 of these 1 minute intervals followed by a 1 minute recovery for a total of 20 minutes working out. Not only will this burn more calories and more energy than the simple 20-minute jog at a continuous speed and intensity, but you'll have raised your EPOC through the roof. So what does that mean? What that means is your metabolic rate will be raised so high that you will not only burn additional calories for the 20 minutes that you perform the exercise, but also for a greatly extended period of time after you have finished. You will have elevated your metabolism, or your EPOC, so high that you'll continue burning additional calories and additional fat for hours and hours after you have finished your chosen exercise. You get more results in less time. You get more bang for your bucks. You see a greater return on your investment. This is an essential tool if you want to burn maximum amounts of fat in the least amount of time possible. I highly recommend you take advantage of powerful interval training to take your metabolism to new heights and raise it through the roof. That's all for today. Keep an eye out for the third instalment of how to boost your metabolism in your email tomorrow. Here's to your health and success. See you soon.